Hello and thanks for watching. I'm Jay Corbitt.
And I'm Jennifer Lepri. This week at Otterbein, the women's soccer team is in the midst of the OAC tournament, and the improv troupe and Otterthon are coming together for a large performance. But first, Westerville area voters considered several liquor options on the November 4th ballot. In unofficial results from the Franklin County Board of Elections Precinct 1A, voters approved weekday and Sunday alcohol sales at 8 State Bistro by a wide margin. The upmarket restaurant is anticipated to open in the Old State Theater in Uptown by year's end. Walmart on East Struck Road was denied weekday beer and wine sales. The beer option failed to pass by 6 voters. Weekday wine sales were rejected by just 4 votes. Certified Oil in Precinct 2G had options for weekday wine and beer sales approved. Sunday beer sales also passed, but Sunday wine sales failed with the vote. In Genova Township, Yabo's Tacos received approval for weekday and Sunday liquor sales.
Otterbein is known for a lot of things, but free tuition if a student is injured on campus is not one of them. I went out to get more information about this rumor. But one rumor has been circulating around, which is if a student gets hit by a car on campus, they get free tuition. Some students give their opinion on this.
It's true, right?
It's so true.
Yeah.
No, I do not believe that.
I have joked about that before, but I don't actually believe that's true.
I mean, I've heard that before, and I think that we'd all like that to be true, but I don't think so.
No, I do not, because the campus needs too much money to do something like that.
Dean Gaddy had also heard about these rumors and gave his take on it.
Oh, I've heard it off and on for years, and I think I've heard it from my colleagues at other colleges and universities. So I don't think that rumor is unique to Otterbein. And there's just a perception that probably if it happens on campus, the university is responsible and that the university would need to.
If you have any questions about tuition, please visit the business office during its business hours.
Not many students are aware that Otterbein has a lot of adult students, transfer students, and graduate students. Otterbein is preparing to launch a campaign to create brand awareness as an effort to recruit adult, transfer, and graduate students. As a part of this campaign, the adult and transfer and the graduate school admission offices have launched a round of 30-second radio spots on numerous local radio stations, including WNCI, WCOL, and WBNS. These spots are scheduled to run from November 10th to November 30th, so make sure to listen for them.
The Equine Center is offering a screening of the short documentary Riding My Way Back on Tuesday, November 11th. This documentary follows a veteran suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and depression and his relationship with a horse named Fred. After the screening, a panel of local equine-assisted activities professionals and a Wounded Warrior Project participant will be available for discussion. Make sure to come to the Equine Center classroom at 5 p.m.
Two worlds are colliding this weekend for a special performance from Otterbein's first a cappella group, Otterthon, in the Bein's very own main stage improv troupe for a show titled Mein Herr.
So Paul Dahman, the president of the improv troupe, and myself are in internship seminar together for our senior year experience, and so for that we have to influence the community that our internship is in some way. And so since Paul's internship was this summer and my internship is right now at Otterbein, we decided to partner together with Otterthon and Improv to have this performance to influence Otterbein and the communities that are directly influenced by organizations here.
The event that's happening this Friday is called Mein Herr. It is a show that will bring together Otterthon and the improv troupe to raise money for Otterthon and St. Jude's Up Till Dawn campaign. We're going to do a little introduction of the night. We'll have 2 guest speakers, one from Otterthon and one from the St. Jude's campaign. and then from there we'll be focusing on each group individually. Hope to see you there.
Won't you take me home?
The performance will take place this Friday, November 7th at 10:30 in the theater. Tickets will be $5 and donations are welcome throughout the night to help support a great cause.
The performance this weekend is only the start in raising awareness for Otterbein's annual Otterthon. This year's dance marathon will take place on February 21st in the Clements Center. This year, there will be a $62 minimum for all participants because 62 children enter a Child's Miracle Network hospital for treatment every minute. Help support Otterthon by attending the show on Friday or going to the Buffalo Wild Wings on Polaris Monday on the 17th because 10% of each bill helps support Otterthon. For more information, be sure to visit otterthon.wordpress.com.
Attention to all knitting, looming, or crocheting enthusiasts. Come and join Stitches to Share, Crafters for Cause on Wednesday, November 12th, where you will learn how to knit scarves for the Red Scarf Project, which will be sent to foster students. For more information, contact psens@otterbein.edu and abby.ryrick@otterbein.edu.
Greek organizations on campus have been busy the past couple of weeks. The pledging process is underway for many chapters. We take a look back on the recruitment process and the important day called Bid Day.
To the average person, this would look like absolute chaos. But to Panhandle Recruitment Chair Ashley Hook, it is one of the most exciting days of the year.
Bid Day, it's a really exciting event.
As Recruitment Chair, Hook has many responsibilities.
It's a 2-year position. You start as a junior. You have to see both sides of recruitment before you can hold this position. You hold interviews for ROCIs. You plan recruitment with the Panhellenic faculty advisor. From then on out, you kind of just keep in contact with the PNMs, make sure that they're still interested, work out any kinks that might happen during the recruitment process.
To the average person, Bid Day seems a bit overdramatic. But to Hook, it is one of the most rewarding moments of the year.
Really rewarding to see PNMs like teary-eyed when they're handed their bid.
For Otterbein TV, this is Ashley Mailer.
Man, there seems to be a lot of stuff going on for Otterthon, so I'm expecting a lot of good things to happen for this year, but not as much as I'm expecting a lot of sports to be happening, because after the break, David Kinder will have this week's sports update.
Sports are wrapping up. We turn our attention to winter athletics. The Otterbein basketball team this year will look very different from last year's team. We headed over to the Reich Center to gauge the expectations for the upcoming season.
Basketball season is less than 2 weeks away.
The Cardinals will look to build off a disappointing 2013-2014 season in which they won just 4 games. Forward Marshall Crum is the only returning senior this year, and he understands Otterbein has to improve this year.
Especially with us being young, I feel like we have to work on a lot of our defense and making sure we don't turn the ball over. So with us coming out, our backs being against the wall with the season that we had last year, we're just excited to get out and prove some people wrong.
The Cardinals are extremely young this year, losing 2 of their top 3 scorers from last year and returning only 2 upperclassmen. Otterbein's offseason didn't start on a good note when they learned Grant Finner, the team's leading rebounder last year, is expected to miss 5 weeks with an injury. However, third-year head coach Todd Adrian remains optimistic for the start of the season.
I'm hoping to see good basketball real early, but realizing at the same time that it does take time. So I think we have, like you mentioned, we have a number of good players. How long does it take us to come together as a team? How long does it take us to get comfortable on the court so that our abilities can take over and we're not thinking? We've changed a lot of things this preseason.
The Tannin Cardinal ranked last year as the league's 8th worst scoring offense and defense. Their schedule does them no favors either, playing tough competition to start the year.
We're really just looking for comfort, like I said. I mean, if we can, it's a tough preseason non-conference schedule that we have together. I didn't do them any favors as far as wins and losses go, but at the same time, I do want it to, I always schedule them, and we have to do that, years in advance to prepare us to play in the OAC.
The season tips off November 18th at Hiram. The first time the Cards play at home will be the following weekend for the Ballinger Tournament. You can check out OTV's website for this year's broadcast schedule. The volleyball season came to an end this week with a 3-0 loss to Capital in the opening round of the Ohio Athletic Conference Tournament. Coach McDonald's ladies finished the season 16-14 and 7-2 in league play. Senior Kendall Kellogg finished her outstanding career with a game-high 12 kills. It was the last game for 3 other Cardinal volleyball players. The women's soccer team is preparing for their opening game in the OAC tournament. Coach Kuhn's team will meet Bolden Walls tonight at Memorial Stadium. They defeated the Yellow Jackets last time they played them 2-0 back in October. Sitting at 12-2-4 and undefeated in league play, the Cards are going for their 6th tournament in school history. That game starts at 7 o'clock and can be heard on 97.5 WOBN. The Jay, not a whole lot better than tournament play, and the ladies soccer team going for their 6th victory, so it should be a big-time night for them.
Oh, yeah, you're right, David. It's going to be one heck of a game, man. But that's all the time we have for this week's show. On behalf of Jennifer and David and the entire crew, I'm Jay Corbitt, and we will catch you next week.